Welcome to the Belly of the Beast, your home for original horror content. Warning, some of our stories may be upsetting for some individuals. Listen at your own risk.
Today is our Halloween special, and to celebrate, this story is called Trick or Treat. It was written by Sleepwalker and will be narrated by me, Beastland. Every kid waits for the day that they are old enough to trick or treat without their parents coming along. This year, I had a plan for just how I was going to do that. Looking back on it now, I really wish I could have just gone with my mom. I told my mom that I was going to my friend Ben's house, and his parents would be trick or treating with us. My mom dropped me off there in my costume. I was going as a zombie. I had on ripped up, stained clothes, and zombie makeup that made me look like one of the living dead. I gave my mom a hug before she left me at the front door. "Mom, you can get going. I'm gonna tie my shoe and then go inside," I said to her. She smiled and told me to have a fun night and come home safe. As soon as she left, I waited for her car to pull out of sight, and then I started trick-or-treating all on my own. I was able to go to so many houses really fast, not having to wait for anyone else. I was gonna have enough candy to last me an entire year at this rate. For only an hour, I had already cleared my friend Ben's neighborhood, so I headed over to the next development. The way the neighborhoods were set up is that they were all connected, so it was easy to get from one to another. The order I was planning on going was Ben's neighborhood, then the Golden Estates, which was the one right next to his, then my grandparents' neighborhood. They always gave out king-size candy bars, and finally, my own neighborhood, where I would just head straight home so none of the neighbors would rat me out to my parents. I made it to the Golden Estates and started going from house to house as quickly as I could. That's when I saw one house that gave me chills. It was way older than any other house, and the house kind of looked like it was about to cave in. I noticed that no other kids were going to it, but then I saw a candy bowl next to the front door. Maybe all the good candy is still there since no one's going up there. I slowly approached the candy bowl when I felt like I was being watched. I got up to the bowl when I heard a man's voice say, "Hey there, zombie. Happy Halloween." It startled me, and I jumped. Then I saw a creepy old man through the front screen door, wearing a baseball cap, stained t-shirt, and dirty jeans. Oh, happy Halloween," I replied. "Hope you enjoy this candy. Are you having a good night?" he asked, starting to step outside. "Yeah, it's been fun," I answered, stepping backwards away from him. "Are you all alone out here, little zombie?" "It's dangerous to be alone out here, even if you are undead," he said with a creepy chuckle. No, I'm not alone. My mom is just catching up with me. She walks a little slow, I said, lying through my teeth. I continued to back up, only a couple of steps from the fence to leave. "Wait, little zombie. You forgot your candy," he uttered, while reaching his arm out, holding the bowl towards me. "No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna go back to my mom," I sheepishly responded. "Take the candy," he forcefully replied. I reluctantly headed back up and grabbed the piece. It was saltwater taffy, and it looked kind of strange, like it had been re-wrapped. I put it into my bag and started to walk away. "Hey, zombie, you forgot something." "What?" I asked, while still walking away. "You didn't say trick or treat," he said with a smile. His smile was twisted, his teeth dark and rotting, with a couple of them missing. I quickly ran out of his yard. I started going house to house again, and I was about halfway done with the neighborhood when I felt that same feeling that I got at the creepy man's house. Someone was watching me. I could just tell. I began looking all around when I noticed someone leering at me from across the road. He was wearing the same things as the old man, but he also had a red devil's mask on his face. I froze while gazing back at him, not able to move. He then slowly waved at me. I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Before I could tell my body what to do, I was running away from him, full speed towards home. I ran for 10 minutes and was halfway into my grandparents' neighborhood when I stopped for a minute to catch my breath. I looked around and didn't see the man. Okay, I'm safe now. He's gone, I thought as I took a deep breath. I can get a couple more houses before heading home. I started trick-or-treating again, hoping to get some king-sized candy bars. I was still nervous the whole time that the man would come back. I was just about done with all the houses in this neighborhood and was going to the final one for the night when I heard a voice right behind me. Trick or treat, the man said as I felt him grab my arms tightly. I squirmed free and looked back, seeing a devil mask-wearing old man standing there. Leave me alone! I screamed, starting to run home again. I looked back towards the man and could see that he was holding something. Oh God, is that a knife? What is he gonna do? I need to get home. I ran all the way, not looking back. When I got to my house, I saw my dad outside handing out candy. I jumped into his arms and started crying, feeling a wave of relief wash over me. What's wrong, bud? My dad said while picking me up and bringing me inside. I explained everything to my parents and apologized for lying to them. After consoling me, my mom asked to see all of my candy. As she was looking through the candy bag, my dad asked me which house it was so he could call the police. I told him the exact house, and he knew which one I was talking about. My mom then asked if the taffy I had was from the man. Yes, I said. She showed me that it had a razor blade slightly sticking out from it. The man must have put it in there. After about an hour, the police arrived and talked to my parents. Apparently, no one lives in that house, and there is no man or candy there. The police said it must have been someone doing a cruel Halloween prank on me. My parents thanked them for looking into it. I was still so freaked out that I was just ready for bed. I got ready, and just before I went to sleep, I got the same feeling of being watched again. I jumped up and frantically looked all around. When I looked out my window, there he was. The man in the devil mask was standing across the street from my house. He slowly waved at me with a knife in his hand. His voice was stuck in my head. Trick or treat.
I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please like and subscribe, as it will help us to continue to provide you with great content. Until next time, stay safe and avoid becoming one of the stories from the belly of the beast.